Hey, what do you say, everybody? I hope it is as nice an evening as it is here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And I'm here in the Saint-Henri neighborhood, as I always am, because I'm always often doing here to come here and do some train spotting. And I thought I want to do a video here of Notre-Dame Street since it's such a beautiful evening. Do a little walk. And for one thing, because there's going to be some construction equipment there, because they tore up a whole goddamn part of the street. And also because this very old, very old garage here, unfortunately, I think is going to get knocked down. And I mean, look how old this fucking place is. This place probably dates back, I would say, no joke, from the 20s or 30s. Look at the detail on the roof. Look at that. And yeah, it's game over for it. It's a sign of the times. And because this neighborhood is so close to downtown Montreal, it's right here on the St. Augustine, like St. Augustine, Florida, which I heard is one of the oldest towns in the world. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. It's probably going to become a fucking condo, this place. So all the more reason to pay somewhat of a little homage to it. And yeah, in fact, they're redoing the pipes in a lot of sector. And unfortunately, I was looking out my window today on my street, which I live in an equally just as old neighborhood as this. Maybe even older. And no, actually this neighborhood is just as old, because the fucking Grand Trunk Railway used to run up this street, not this street, but Saint Jacques, which is up here. And geez, sometimes I ramble on, but anyway, so I'm looking out my fucking window this afternoon before I left, and definitely had to have been an old theater here back in the day. Love that. Anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, there was this guy, he comes around with a caravan, he's putting these no parking signs on the fucking sidewalk, like put one there, put one there, put one there, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, they're gonna start tearing up my street, man. You know, to replace the pipes. I mean, that's great, right? It's gotta get done, because the pipes are what, like fucking 70 years old, 80 years old? I mean, it's crazy how old they are. And, ooh, look at that, hey, vintage. Oh fuck, look at that, a Predicta television, holy shit. Oh my fucking god, look at that. Whoa, those are worth quite a few bucks. I think I know where this thing came from too. Is there a price on it? There's no price on it. Yeah, no price. Okay, so there's a price on the ashtray, but not on that. So in other words, it could be anything, eh? Yeah, so anyway, the thing is that the pipes have to be changed, and in all these fucking old parts of town, like mine, and the only thing that sucks is that I spend a lot of time at home because you know, I work at home, right? I mean, I'm uploading videos, I'm selling on eBay, Kijiji, blah blah blah. So you know how much fucking noise all this shit's gonna make? Seriously. And that means I'm gonna want to spend less time at home, because it's gonna be too goddamn annoying, frankly. I'm not gonna be able to handle that. I mean, see, the thing is, when you're like me and you're visually impaired, you lack in one sense, you make up in others. So I don't see well, right? Well, I fucking hear really well. As a matter of fact, all too well. You know? And Big Cat, the Gros Chat. And that restaurant A&A is a very good restaurant. But unfortunately, the old man is fucking stubborn and doesn't take Interac. So most of the time I don't ever eat there, because they don't take Interac and I want to get with the time. So either A, he doesn't want to pay the fucking the Interac fees, or more likely, like a lot of restaurants, you don't want to fucking pay the taxes. Don't want to pay taxes. So fuck that, really. Gotta get with the times, baby. I may be old school, but I'm not totally retarded. Holy fuck, man, what's with those beams? Hooah! Imagine how many cockroaches are in there? What the fuck is going on in here? Anyway. Still interesting though, isn't it? The whole process of it all. It says les commerces sont accessibles. It says the businesses are accessible. Yeah. What a fucking disaster though. Oh my god. Looks fucking dangerous. Reminds me of, like, you know, like when all these metro systems in the world were made, even New York specifically, such an extensive and large and old system. Do you know how many people fucking died making that fucking system? The Italians and the Irish specifically were involved in that. It's like, I think it's like hundreds of deaths. It was just absolutely horrible. So you know what they say, it's like everything, well, how do we say that in English? It's more of a French term, un bien pour un mal, which means like a good for a bad, or a bad for a good. Well, you know what I mean. There's a nice golden retriever enjoying a walk. reminded me how I wish I could take Glory out for a walk, even though she's a cat, but I live in the ghetto. And I was thinking about that the other day. I wonder just how long would it take before a dog or a fucking cat would run up there and bite her, or a squirrel, or a raccoon, or a skunk, etc., etc., etc. Excuse me. You know. Yeah. Good old Timmy's, which is kind of tempting, but I want ice cream, and they don't got ice cream. So, gonna make meander my way over to Mickey D's, which years ago I was actually not a proponent of whatsoever. Tabarnak. How long do you think they're gonna be doing this shit for? I'm kind of curious about that. Hopefully not too long for these people anyway. Fuck me, it's coming in that. Look at all the sewers. You know what the irony of this is, actually, come to think of it? It's like my street. If they're going to tear up my fucking street, well, then with the positive, it's just like here, because this street before they tore it up was in absolutely horrible condition. Just like my street is. And anyway, so that, I guess that'll be the positive, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I can't get that song from Lighthouse out of my head. All I wanna do, pretty lady, is spend some time with you, pretty lady. Another reason why I can't believe that's a Volkswagen, eh? The funny thing too about that song is that every time I hear it, it reminds me of an episode of Trailer Park Boys, where there's that guy Sam Roscoe. You know, he's got that Dodge Tradesman camper there, and he was listening to that song and singing to it, I think, while he was driving. Look at this fucking place. Hey, liberal. Fuck, man. Liberal cleaners? I don't know. Whatever. Oh yeah, I'm also happy not only to have filmed some nice trains, but also I film, oddly enough, an old friend of mine's car where I completely lost touch of. 1990 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. Now, there's another good place right here where I see all these delivery cars. That's how major this fucking place is. Obviously not busy tonight though. And the food's really good, but unfortunately it's a fucking dive. Really. And as much as I love the old places, hey, look at this. Hey, that's an old fucking Audi, man. 1990s. Yeah. Wow, how come it's in such good condition? Couldn't have been winter driven. There's not many miles on this thing. Look at that. That looks like original paint. Got a big fucking dent. That's nice. Not amazing though. I think the newer Audis are nicer. C'est un Audi là! Goddess! Oh, look at that. Must be the Mickey D's. Look at that. A Chinese restaurant, Greek-owned restaurant on the corner there, Green Spot. That's a good place. Great place, great food. And then there's the Mickey D's, which I will go get ice cream right now. Ice cream! Yes, sir. Look at this guy with the cones. Give me a fucking break. What is this for? What's the point of that? See what? This is exactly an example of what a fucking exaggerated world we live in today. Exaggerations. That's an exaggeration. Really, completely unnecessary. What fucking... Anyway, whatever. You know what I'm saying. I'm not going to go into it. Hey, look, there's that nice marquee over there. I think that's the car that belongs to the owner of the Green Spot. Beautiful car. Beautiful condition. Terrible, cheap replacement hubcaps. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it. So, yeah, take it easy. Bye-bye.